And this is the second part of the video, the gatekeeper. Hi, welcome in. You can come in now. I see you have your paperwork filled out on your ID. Thank you very much. What I'm going to do is keep your ID for a few minutes, okay? And an officer is going to come here and verify your ID for us. And of course, they do a background search on you as far as for once and more instead of maybe current. So I'm going to hold on to this stuff over here. And after I get you checked in, I want you to take this packet back out to the seat out there that you're going to be signed and finish filling this out for me, okay? So let's put this aside for a minute. You may come closer. I need you to empty all your pockets and all your bags and put them right here in this tote. Now, what is new this year is that all of our guests that come through are given a brand new clean tote to take to their seat, to their sleeping area. We do not have a community tote this year. A community tote is a very easy way to spread the COVID virus. So therefore, each tote is given clean, fresh, and new to each guest every night when they come in, whether they're new or returning. And in the morning, after they empty their things out of it, our cleaning crew comes through, sanitizes the totes, and stacks them back up over here on the other end, which we'll show you as they're walking by. Okay, now do you have any medication? Oh, you do? Okay, if you would please tell me how much medication do you have? You have quite a bit? You only have a couple things. Okay, well, we have 3 different sizes of medication boxes in which to put your medication in now. And they each have lids, and they will each have a sticker on the lid where I can write the guest's name. So the volunteer gatekeeper at this time will write the guest's name on it, will open up the appropriate size. In this scenario, they said they only have 2. So you see what size they are. Please do not touch their medication. You are not to put your hands on their bottle. They will hold their bottles up and show you. If for some reason the guest that's coming in hands you a bag of medication that is not a packaged bag from the pharmacy, but is a bag like a Ziploc bag that they brought in with some white powder in it or some odd pills in it, go ahead and take that medication and lock it up in the lockbox. But I want you to call Central Dispatch and have a police officer come over and verify what's in there. And do not touch that medicine. Absolutely do not touch that medicine. You don't know what that is or how it may affect your system. So now, we're going to have you put your medicine right in this one here. Okay, what do you got there? Okay, I see that you have an oxycodone and a hydrocodone. So what I'm going to do is put your name on the top right here. I'm going to put just this on the top right here, actually. I had that upside down. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to put the medication here, but I'm not going to write out the entire medication. It's not important to do that. All we have to do is write the first 3 or 4 letters of each one of the prescriptions. Make sure that prescription really belongs to that guest as well. So look at that name. So after you've filled that all out with whatever medication that guest has, you put the date here, and then the guest put their initials here because they're signing it in. You fold that up, fit it into their little box, take one of the little lids, the lid that fits the right and appropriate box, put a sticker on it with their name, seal it up, and place it in the lockbox. Now, when the guest comes back to have their medication later on, you'll take their box out of the lockbox, hand it to them. They will take their medication out of the lockbox, tell you what they're taking. You will write the date, their name, what they're taking, the time, and they will initial that they are taking it. Can you see that okay from where you're at? The date, their name, the medication they're taking, the time they're taking it, and their initials. They do not need to write anything else in this book but their initials. And place that back in the lockbox for the next time a guest needs to have medication. So let's move on. Do you have any weapons? No? How about a lighter? Do you smoke? Okay. Do you have any sharp objects on you at all? And what do you have? A key? A ring? Well, you can keep your keys and you can keep your ring, but if at any time you feel unsafe and you feel like those things might be harmful to somebody, you may bring them up. What I'm going to do is, if you are locking anything up, you don't have any marijuana on you, do you? Okay. How about vape? Do you vape? Okay. So remember that if someone is vaping, that you do need to take a look at their vape juice. It will be clearly marked on their vape juice if it is a THC product. We do not allow THC at Safe Harbor in any form. That's medical marijuana, that's recreational marijuana, that's its products itself, and including vape juice. And we clearly have it posted, no smoking or using marijuana on these premises. We also, next to that, have it posted that no guns, no knives, or any other kind of weapon permitted on these premises. And be a little lighthearted with them. So, do you have a hand grenade hidden somewhere? Are you sure? Okay, very good. Please open up your jacket for me so I can make sure your pockets are empty. Thank you. And will you take your smaller bag and empty it in here now, please? And at this time, the guest will empty their smaller bag into this basket. We ask them to do that first because it's quicker for them to now take all their things out of this bag and put it back in their smaller bag, placing their larger bag of items in here second. Once you've searched through the larger bag of items, they can keep that bag in there because they'll be taking this tote back to their bed with them. Okay, so we have you all done here. Police officers will be here just in a few moments to verify that you are able to stay here with us. I just need you to come sign this book for me. Print your name. You showed us your ID. We've checked your temperature. You've asked the COVID questions. It is your first time. You are about to receive the rules, and I will go over them with you. And you're going to sign all the forms. So put your initials on all of that and just sign your name. Oh, thank you very much. All right. So now that we've got you all checked in and they have no item to put in the lockbox, but if a guest should come in and have an item that has to go in the lockbox, you as the gatekeeper will, again, put the date, their name, what they are signing in. Remember to collect all lighters because we do not allow lighters at Safe Harbor. There is a lighter that will be taken outside by the gatekeeper or the greeter or the overnight that goes out with the guest. In the morning, the guest will sign out their items. And if you look very closely on this line here, one of our guests signed in his items or dropped off his items in the evening, signed it out in the morning, but the next day, he did not. Those items go directly into the trash if he leaves the building without his items. We are not responsible for keeping their items. In the morning when they do sign out and they have stuff in a lockbox in a bag, don't take this stuff out of the bag. Don't keep the bag. Give them the whole bag to take with them. We can replace these bags. We don't want to have anything else left in the locker. Okay, so take your tote with you. Here, I'll help you this time. There we go. And just follow me. Now, if the greeter is not busy at this time, the greeter then can take our guest to an assigned bed. And they can help the guests get settled in by helping them go through their paperwork and the rules. The gatekeeper does not have to do that because the gatekeeper is usually pretty busy with the next person in line. Thank you.